Hey there everyone, ODMAA here coming at you with a blue Imperial Digimon deck for EX-01. So I played this for my locals for 2-deck format and did really well with this deck, but Jessmon was bricking. So it was really weighing down how good this deck. I was not losing with this deck. I think I only lost like once. But like that was okay. Because this deck is still very strong. So you still run forward the baby Demi Vmons. Um, if you swing with a Digimon with jamming, you draw a card, so that's just a solid 4. You need that one. Then I run 4 of the jamming Vmon, and then I run 4 of the EX-01 Vmon, so the new one. This card, once per turn inheritable, you can if you unsuspend the Digimon, you gain a memory, so that's really strong, just because gaining a memory is really good. And then 4 Gomamon, and 2 Madoki for the memory block. I might cut down on the Gomamon or the jamming V to add in that starter deck Vmon. Because if you have like 7 or less cards, you can draw a card or something for that inheritable, and that's like a really strong ability. So I've seen a couple people, my rival runs some of them, the All-Force Vmon. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty dope. So that's an interesting tech that I'm considering. So for champions, I run 4 of the new Stingmons. This card is really good. It has piercing naturally, and then inheritable. If you have Imperial Digimon in the name or free in the type, give it piercing. So you also give the Pyodramons piercing that way because they have free in their trait. Then I run just 2 of the XVmon. He comes up. He has jamming naturally, which comes up if I had him on board at one point. Then the Imperial Digimon would just restand them, so he's just another target for that. And then the inheritable is if you have Imperial Digimon in the name or free in the type, give it jamming. So that's the important part for the new Pyodramon, the new Imperial Digimon, because they don't have jamming. So you can give them jamming when. So it's like a circumstantial one. Like if you happen to be building towards the EX-01 line, then the jamming helps for those Digimon. Otherwise, it's kind of redundant because the Imperial Digimon already has jamming. I don't know. I'm very on and off about that XVmon, so we'll see. 3 Lobomon for the win con, and then 1 of the Kendo because that Kendo is really good because you can bounce level 3 back to the hand. I like taking in 1 Kendo. Then 1 blocker, 1 Grizzly, just in case I need a block. So that rounds up the champions. So my Imperial Digimon deck is pretty much the same. It's still very strong. I have a really fun time with this one right here. This is the new Pyodramon. So we're on 4 of that Pyodramon. Here we go. When Digivolving, if it has free in the type, you can unsuspend it. So if you spray Swung, you can unsuspend him when Digivolving. Then the inheritable is, well, this Digimon has Imperial Digimon in its name, it can't be blocked. So it's really strong against Digimon that use blocking. Blockers aren't really a thing in this format. So it really only comes up if you're playing against Diaboromon or Jessmon. Because they can't block with the sister mons, they can't block with the tokens, you swing in. You pretty much win the game if they can't stop you. Like literally the only time I can think of. And then the 4 of the old Pyodramon with the jamming, and then the inheritable is if it has Imperial Digimon name, unsuspend it. So that's just a solid Pyodramon lineup. Dino B came right out. So that's different because I don't run Nidhogg anymore because there's no green package anymore. For OR Imperial Digimon, he has jamming, and then when you Digivolve into him, you can unsuspend all Digimon with jamming. So including himself, and then if you Digivolve into a Pyodramon or Dino B, which you will, it reduces the cost by 2, so it becomes a 3 cost automatically. Then 2 of the new Imperial Digimon, 2 ORs. I only run OR Imperial Digimons. That's the rule now, apparently. This is my max rarity deck, kind of. So when Digivolving, if a Digimon card with free in its traits and is in this card's sources, unsuspend this Digimon and suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So this is really good in case you need to get something put down, like a blocker or something you need to die, something that needs to be killed, etc., etc. And then for each color in this Digimon sources, it gets 1000 power, so it's really good. It's really strong. So it's not that bad of a backup. I run 2. Then 2 Omni Blitz art of this one, with the sword going like, you know, unsuspend, blitz, can win the game. That's literally all he's used for, so. That's my Megas. 6 and 7. There we go. 3 Davis! Memory setter on play, you can look at top 3, add a blue and green Digimon. So it comes up for Stingmon. You know, I grab both. Then, until the ban list becomes official, for Ice Walls, I used 3 of these on Ricky Rush, didn't do crap. Ricky Rush said, Ice Wall ain't crap, and just waited me out. I dropped 3 of these turn after turn and literally waited, and he built like 10 rookies out. I was like, well, rip. That gameplay would be up soon with my rival, by the way. So, I'll do some commentary on it. Then 2 blue memory boost. So, you know, delay, gain 2 memory, and then the on-play effect, you look at top 4, add a blue Digimon to get the consistency going. So, that's my deck profile. This deck is still really strong. It's pretty straightforward. It's still Imperial Dramon, just with the extra Ice Wall in there. You're suspending, unsuspending. It's way more consistent compared to Jessamon, though, in terms of, like, you won't brick as much, because I played both decks for 2-deck format, and I bricked, like, 99% of the time with Jessamon, but only bricked once with Imperial Dramon. And that was just against my rival. And he played Rookie Rush, so that really hurt. But that was the only time I bricked. It was that day anyway. That day I bricked, and it was just like, well, Jessamon needs work. I don't know if I'll keep playing him, because I know it's at 7. I for sure will still have the build, but I won't be playing him as much, because my true love is Emperor Greymon Red. So it's like, I'm definitely going to be playing the red hybrids over Jessamon every chance I get, just because that seems like the more fun deck to play. But yeah, it was really fun playing Imperial Dramon again. Like, oh, I missed you so much, boy. Like, this dude on top of him still works. Then him on top still works. It's just like, you're still swinging, you get jamming. It's a good time. But yeah, the only changes I'd really do is probably add in the All Force Vmon. Probably take out like 2 Gomamon or 2 of the jamming Vmon out for 2 of the, or just run all Vmon. I don't even know. I like Gomamon though. He's a good 2-drop. So there's a lot of debate there, but like there's really not much I changed in this build until set 8. So I don't think set 7 they get really anything for Blue Imperial Dramon. So he kind of goes back on the back burner again until set 8. And that's where I'll get the decks I actually want to play for the rest of Digimon. Like literally Vmon armor and blue-green Imperial Dramon dual color. So, but yeah, this is the build for now. I had a lot of fun with this build. It's been consistently winning for me. It's really fun. Like, I was stealing so many games with this build. Like, I love Vmon. Vmon's my favorite Digimon of all time, obviously. Gamamon's giving him a run for his money, but Vmon is still all the way. And Agumon is just like, you know, I love him, but that's just because he's Agumon. But yeah. Thank you all so much for watching my deck profile. It's been awesome getting these out to you before the ban list is official. So I'll talk more about that in a future video when the ban list is actually effective, because I don't trust Digimon when it comes. There might be a ban list delay if sets get delayed again. I don't know. Digimon's very unpredictable that way. I hope we don't get any more, but I'm just so used to it, so I'm just prepared for worst case scenario. So yeah. Thanks again. I'll see you all next time. I got more deck profiles coming. Peace.